And we're back on the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University. Game 2 this afternoon between the Shepherd University Rams and the GSW Hurricanes. Shepherd goes 1-2-3 in the top of the first. GSW will face Nick Trebacki. One start earlier this year against Coker. He went 7 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He did strike out 8 Cobras on the year. Trebacki, a 5'11", 185-pound redshirt senior. Smithtown, New York, spent a little time in Division I at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. So another Division I transfer here for Shepherd. And Trebacki, like we said, 8 strikeouts last weekend against Coker. Allowed 1 home run and 1 double. Hopefully we're announcing the name correctly. If we catch a Shepherd player running to the restroom, we can certainly ask him. We see women's soccer player Emma Carter holding a camera. Emma looks like she's taking some action photos. And we get ready to start it. Looks like the music has gone a little bit quiet. I'm sure Coach McDonald won't be happy about that. Sells having a hard time getting the music going.
That's not Sales.
Oh.
Sales is not in charge of the music. I'm not going to put that on him.
So the Hurricanes start off the bottom of the first.
Hurricanes to start off the first is number 3, Miles.
Miles Hartsfield digs in. Hartsfield 1 for 4 in game 1. Had an RBI, walked a couple of times, and scored 2 runs.
Leader, we had a few folks showing up a little late, a little interested in the Canes 360.
Canes 360.
They missed out.
They missed out. Only open from 1 to 4 today. Had some beer and peanuts and some snacks.
Who it was John Taylor, great supporter.
Great supporter, but was a little late today. He was out playing golf. He should have spent less time playing golf and more time watching Hurricane athletics. Well, Shepherd pitchers combined to hit 7 batters in game 1, and Hartsfield almost gets it in game 1 game 2 on the first pitch.
By the way, I asked Foster how that felt when he hit him. He said it hurt.
It had to hurt because I could hear it with headphones on. So Trebacki, the 1-0 pitch, a little bit inside, 2 balls and no strikes. To leadoff hitter Miles Hartsfield, center fielder. Hartsfield from Gainesville, Georgia, North Forsyth High School. Fouls the 2-0 pitch right off the net. Reed Ragsdale grabs it. And now it's 2 balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter for the Hurricanes.
Tell you what, the first time I ever between games is the first time I've really had a conversation with Ryan Smith. What a great
great
kid.
Yeah, I told you, when he visited, I really enjoyed my visit with him and his family. Got a chance to talk to his grandmother, the Griffin, Georgia native. Wonderful young man. Hartsfield off the end of the bat, flares 1 to short. Easy out. Trebacki gets out number 1, battled all the way back. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, Reed Ragsdale.
Up to the plate for the Hurricanes is number 9, Reed Ragsdale.
Ragsdale 1 for 5 in game 1. 2 RBIs, a walk, and a run scored. So Reed, 2-year fixture in there at left field.
Another good sign on my visit, Leader, just down in there. I mean,
Takes outside for ball 1.
The Canes with a slow start to the season. But I tell you what, very loose dugout down there today.
Yes. And that'll tend to happen when you score 20 runs.
I guess so. Good friend of ours calling in, trying to check out on the day, but I can't answer the phone right now.
Coach Randolph Barksdale. Wonder what he wants.
One would only know.
So Trebacki gets the first out. A Hartsfield pop-up to short. And he's got an even count on Ragsdale. Ragsdale squares to bunt, pulls it back, and takes outside. 2 balls and a strike. Hurricanes 20-1 winners in game 1. To get their record up to 2-6. Shepherd falls to 2-2 on the year. Ragsdale takes a little bit high. 3 balls and a strike to Reed Ragsdale. Angelino on deck.
Swung the bat good last
He
game.
did. Every Hurricane starter
had to have a hit.
Had a hit.
Ooh, that ball could be out of here.
And Ragsdale drives one deep to right. off the wall. Ragsdale can move. He's going for three, and he'll make it easy.
I don't know if he took
Yeah,
second
he
base
did.
leader.
Oh.
The home plate umpire had a good view. He was staring
Okay.
it down. Let's see if I hope.
It'll be interesting. Ragsdale drives it off the right field wall. It gets his second triple of the year. Doesn't look like Shepard has any.
Maybe they missed it.
Yeah,
he
they
may
did.
have touched it. I mean,
Yeah.
but it looked very close.
I didn't see it. I turned my head and I was watching to see where the ball went. I didn't see Reed round second. Doesn't look like they're going to appeal it. So Reed Ragsdale with a one-out triple here in the bottom of the first.
Play number 27, Anthony Angelino.
And that's going to bring up first baseman Anthony Angelino. In the first game, Angelino 3 for 5. 3 runs scored and an RBI. So he's looking at his second RBI of the series. Trebek comes in and Angelino fouls it off for strike one. Gloucester Community College native, or alum, New Jersey native, Anthony Angelino.
I heard you and Dr. Weaver talking about Southland. I don't know how they're doing today. I know they tipped at about 4 o'clock, so hopefully they'll win to come back and bring us a big crowd down here for you guys to host the GISA state championship.
That would be nice next week. Angelino fouls another one off strike two.
If anybody's listening that keeps up with that, shoot me a text. Let us know how Southland's doing.
So Trebek facing Angelino. Two strikes. Angelino got to do a job to give the Canes the lead. Fastball in on the hands. Angelino fights it off. As we mentioned earlier, first meeting this weekend between Shepherd and GSW. Good start.
There's a lot of firsts for GSW this year.
And we get our first win against
Tampa.
Shepherd. That's right.
Eckerd.
Angelino does a job. Grounder to short, but that's going to get Ragsdale home, so an RBI ground out for Anthony Angelino, and that puts the Canes on top 1-0.
I think really, Mike, the only team that we're familiar with playing would have been Auburn Montgomery. I think everybody else on our schedule thus far this year we've never played before, right? In baseball.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Tampa. Eckerd, but I know we hadn't played Tampa. So this catcher, Greg Wozniak, to the plate, 4 for 7 in game one. 4 RBIs, including an opposite field home run. Swings and misses. He also scored 3 runs, so a good day for Woz. He's going to DH today, Ryan. They're going to give the legs a little bit of a break here in game 2.
Good chance for Sutton to come in, get some quality at bats. And I did talk to Tyler, our pitching coach for GSW. They're on a pitch count, but 90 is the pitch count for our guys.
Okay. GSW men trailing Lander 41-33. 14 minutes and 26 seconds to go in Greenwood, South Carolina. Wozniak with a 1-1 count. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So GSW scores first to give McCullum a cushion. And again, I never pitched before, but I got to imagine it's a lot easier to pitch with the lead. And Trebek strikes out Wozniak with an off-speed pitch. So we finished 1 here at GSW. The Hurricanes had 1 run, 1 hit. No Shepherd errors, no runners left on base. Your score at the end of 1 complete. GSW 1, Shepherd nothing. You're listening to the Peach Belt Sports Network. Back on the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University, we begin the second inning of play here in game 2. We got a little Carl Douglas in the background, a little kung fu fighting.
One of your favorite songs.
One of my favorite songs that always gets the people swaying in the crowd. And McCullum finishing the warm-up tosses. Sutton throws it on down to second. GSW softball up 7-4 now in the bottom of the 5th against Newberry.
The top of the first, or the bottom, top of the second.
And number 9,
Ross Mulhall.
Ross Mulhall will lead things off against Nick McCullum. Had a clean first inning. Mulhall first pitch swinging, fouls it back. Game 1, Mulhall 0 for 4 at the plate, including 2 strikeouts. Jared Donaldson and Jacob McClure combined for 16 strikeouts and 1 walk. Mulhall lines one into right field, right at Foster. Another sliding play. Good play by Ryan Foster. So we got an out. Hunter Foster, I'm sorry.
Well, there's 2 guys.
Ryan Foster used to be a baseball assistant here. Do you remember Ryan Foster?
I don't.
He was, yeah. And that's going to bring up.
Was that back in your coaching days?
Josh Schwartz, yes. Joey Schwartz. Joey Schwartz in game 1, 2 for 2, a base hit and a towering home run over the street in left field.
I did pick up Donaldson about that home run.
That accounted for the only run for Shepherd. And McCullum misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
McClure,
who got the save in game 1, is chasing foul balls in game 2.
Trying to get the blood flow,
rocks
get
and
the
deals.
soreness out.
Schwartz pops it up and right. Can't really see. And it went foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the 4-hole hitter, Joey Schwartz. Mentioned in game 1, a graduate transfer, Western Kentucky University.
Good news for the Southland Raiders and GSW. Southland Raiders 1 will advance, so they'll be here. That'll be a big crowd for you here.
That'll make the crowd big.
Chick-fil-A
That's
leader.
right. So Southland Academy will be in the GISA State Final Four, hosted here on campus at Georgia Southwestern. Last year, Southland's girls won the state championship here on campus. So
Southland
great
wins
pitch.
44-24.
Wow, great pitch by McCullum. Schwartz went fishing, and for the first time today, we retire Schwartz.
Up to the plate is number 10, Corey.
And that's going to bring up Corey Jamison. Jamison came in as a pinch hitter in game 1. He went 0 for 2 with the strikeout.
I figured my wife would be the one to text me, so thank you, Mandy, for
That's
letting
right.
us know.
McCullum 5 up and 5 down so far. McCullum misses with ball 1. Comes back with the fastball, letter high for strike 2. Or strike 1, I'm sorry, evens the count at 1-1.
Not sure how he does it, but Sales is up here. He's done ate 3 sandwiches, and he ain't even playing today. He's hurt. He's up here in the booth, and he's done robbed 3 sandwiches from them guys down there from Firehouse Subs.
2 balls and a strike.
Oh, your mom brought the
Jamison.
Firehouse Subs?
McCullum with an off-speed pitch in there for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 teams will be added again tomorrow. Noon start tomorrow. And we'll have Keith Mickleg back on the radio tomorrow. McCullum with the 2-2 pitch, a little bit low.
Tell you what, Keith's
3-2.
assistant,
TJ Campbell.
TJ, he's done a great job.
Great job. TJ had it organized today and really has done well.
Good.
McCullum misses outside. That's going to be Shepherd's first base runner. So Jamison aboard, and that's going to bring up Sam Daggers. Daggers in game 1.
Now to the plate is number
0
21,
for 3.
Sam Daggers.
And struck out all 3 times. So Daggers looking to get the ball in play here.
Tell you what, leader, you're a family guy. Good for you for letting Mickley go enjoy
Oh,
watching
yeah.
his son play. I
Yeah.
know he appreciates that so much. I know he's proud of his kids, and good for you to let him go watch his kid play. But good that we got great help like TJ
That's right.
to help you bring this game to you.
And
TJ's done a great job today.
And Brantley, his son, went 1 for 3 with an RBI, so good for Brantley Micklig and his JV.
Great environment y'all got around here, leader.
It is. It's good. Nick McCullum with 1 strike to Daggers.
Ooh.
And Daggers gets a hold of that one opposite field and deep. Foster going way back. Bounces off the wall. Schwartz is going to score. Daggers is going to, I'm not sorry, not Schwartz. Jamison scores. Daggers in there with a triple to tie the game at 1, and that brought some life to the Shepherd dugout.
Looked like that curveball just kind of hung up there a little bit.
Yeah,
but he just hung it in there, and he stayed there with it and drilled it out there in the right field, and too far for Foster to get a reach on it. Hit the bottom of the wall down there under the scoreboard.
So Shepherd evens things up. So McCullum got to do some work here. Got the first 2 outs rather easily. And then he lost Jamison on a 3-2 pitch, and then Daggers triples to right field. So McCullum with a runner on third and 2 outs. A little bit low, 1 ball, 1 strike. I didn't quite make out the number. It looks like it's number 28. Is that right? Cole Darty up, or is that not? McCullum in there for strike 2.
I can't see it either. Let's see.
We'll see when he swings.
26.
So that's Andrew Edwards, the catcher. Edwards in game 1, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So McCullum ahead in the count, 1-2. And strikes out Edwards swinging. So for Shepherd, 1 run on 1 hit. There were no GSW errors, 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Your score, Shepherd 1, GSW 1.
For the Canes.
All right, back on the campus here at GSW. We go to the bottom of the second. Tyler Skelton, the third baseman, will lead things off. In game 1, Skelton 2 for 3. 2 RBIs, scored 3 runs, and walked twice. Trebackia goes to work and gets a strike. Strike 1. Skelton played a clean third base. GSW has not committed an error in the series. There's a bouncing ball up the middle. Oh, great play at short. And a great play.
Great play at first base.
It was both ways. Really, you know, Tyler Skelton has been unlucky this year.
with hitting the ball hard.
Up
He
the
just
middle.
hits them right
He should
to
have
somebody.
He should have 3 more hits on the year.
I think he knows it. I mean, I talked to him a little bit in the dugout after that. I mean, when
Darty made a great play there, and then the first baseman made an equally impressive play.
You just keep hitting the ball like that, good things are going to happen, man. I mean, people are going to make good plays, and unfortunately for Skelton, every time he hits a hard hit ball up the middle, somebody's made a good play.
John Austin Sutton catching today. Did not appear in game 1.
Sutton wasn't he one of those players with him and Jamar last
He had a
year?
great hit for the cycle in one of the games at Augusta.
And didn't even get player of the week,
Didn't even get player of the week. A little bit of a slow start this year. 1 hit and 14 at bats. But everybody else has been hitting well today. And there's Sutton goes the other way with it. Third base with a long throw, but they get Sutton. So 2 up, 2 down to start the third for GSW. So Trebaki's given them a good start so far. And that's going to bring up Matthew Mamadas, the second baseman. Mamadas in game 1, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and 2 walks for the second baseman. So Mamadas with 2 outs and nobody on, trying to get something started here. Fouls the ball into the third base dugout. Always a little concern when you score 20 runs, Ryan, in one game that you didn't save a few for game 2.
That's right. Well, you never know how many to save.
That's right. The 0-1 pitch. Mamadas ropes it just foul.
Had a chance to talk to him in the dugout after the game, too. Mamadas is always so cool.
Oh, he's great.
He don't get too high, don't get too low. Had a great game last game, but, I mean, he's kind of like his old man. I mean, just steady Eddie.
As we mentioned, the recipient of the NCAA degree completion scholarship, so the NCAA paying his tuition and fees this year.
Well deserved.
A little bit outside. Good spot there by Trebaki, but consistently called a ball in game 1, and it looks like the same thing in game 2.
Mamadas is kind of like Jacob Harold and Tucker Smith, almost drawing Social Security checks here at Georgia Southwestern.
And Mamadas swings and misses. So quick inning there for Trebaki for GSW in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no Shepherd errors, nobody left on base. We go to the third. Your score, Shepherd 1, GSW 1.
Up to the plate for the Rams.
All right.
14, Austin Rosica Porter.
Top of the third here at Georgia Southwestern State University. Austin Rosica Porter did not play in game 1. 6'2" outfielder from Denver, Pennsylvania.
Another big kid, leader. I tell you what, buddy, I don't know what – it must be a prerequisite to be 240 pounds.
They got
just a beast to come to Shepherd to play baseball.
They got some big guys. McCullum misses with the first pitch and gets Porter to swing and miss for strike 1. So the count's even at 1-1. McCullum throwing pretty hard today. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
With they being that good in football, they must have these guys
in the weight room.
Yeah.
As I mentioned in game 1, similar institution profiles. Shepherd, about 3,500 students. GSW, a little bit more than 3,000. Kind of a rural setting here in Americus. Shepherdstown, similar in scope. McCullum with the 1-2 pitch. Off speed, just missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Porter did not play in game 1. And really limited play as he swings and misses. He only appeared in 2 games last weekend and did not get an official at bat, although he scored a run. But he goes down on strikes here. So McCullum gets the first out of the inning via the swinging strike. And that's going to bring up Cole Daugherty. As the lineup flips again. Daugherty in game 1 went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Made a great play at short, Ryan, in the bottom half of the second to rob Tyler Skelton of a base hit. So, as so often happens, the guy that makes a great play in the field gets to bat that next inning.
Isn't that crazy how that happens?
McCullum with the strike on the first pitch and misses with the fastball low and outside to even the count at 1-1. The temperature's starting to drop a little bit. McCullum, like Donaldson, working quick.
I can tell you, from playing behind, I used to play a little bit of shortstop. I pitched a little bit. I work quick as a pitcher, but, I mean, it helps your infielder so much if you work quick. I mean, if you just drag it on, I mean, these guys, you play behind somebody like that, it's tough. But I like to see pitchers work quick. You know, they get a good rhythm. I mean, that really does help your infield. It helps your defense a lot to be able to work quick.
And no errors in the first game as McCullum gets another swinging strike as Daugherty, I think Sutton had to go down to first, but Daugherty kind of gave himself up and was heading to the dugout. So 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts. That's going to bring up Ryan Hadaway.
Up to the plate, number 5, Ryan Hadaway.
As we said in game 1, Hadaway 0 for 4.
You know, Tucker Smith, he worked very, very quick for the Hurricanes. One of the best pitchers we've had in a long time come around, but got a lot of good defense behind him. And, I mean, it's just a lot easier to play behind somebody who works quick.
McCullum looks sharp tonight. Breaking ball in the outside corner. Hadaway takes for strike 1. Fastball in there for strike 2. So McCullum looking to get the side here in the third. Shepherd tied it last inning, so it's 1-1. McCullum the 0-2. Hadaway held up. GSW softball leading Newberry 8-4. In the 6th inning, men's basketball has hit the under 8 media timeout and trail 56-48 with 6:30 to go in Greenwood. Looking to avoid the sweep in basketball today. McCullum missed outside 2-2.
Sure would need Aaron to pull that game out.
We do. We'd like to make the conference tournament. Clayton State lost today, which helped. But one more win would put GSW in the field of 8.
What's your famous saying? You
can't lose your way into a tournament. And McCullum strikes out the side with a swinging strike to end the top of the third. For Shepherd, no runs, no hits, no GSW errors, no runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. The score remains GSW 1, Shepherd 1. You're listening to the Peach Belt Sports Network. Back on the campus of Georgia Southwestern. Bottom of the third, Hunter Foster making his first appearance in game 2.
Foster.
In game 1, Foster 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Also walked and was hit by a pitch.
As I mentioned, I talked to Hunter. I asked him, was anybody listening? He said his mom was probably listening in. So
Well, hello, Miss Foster. Hunter's had a good game in the field. 2 sliding catches so far.
Glad to see him healthy.
Yes. And he skies one to right field.
Ooh.
A little bit harder play than it needed to be, but 1 out. And that's going to turn the lineup over again.
Mike, we talked a little bit about the teddy bear toss. I mean, we always got a lot of things going on here athletically. I mean, as far as fundraising goes, I know we got the hailstorm coming up. You guys do a great job of organizing that and having that's probably one of the best fundraisers I've been a part of since I've been here at Georgia Southwestern, and I know it's coming up, and you guys have had a lot of success. If you want to expound on that a little bit, I mean, you get an opportunity to talk about it.
We'll talk here in a second. It's Ryan Smith is actually to the plate. I thought it was Hartsfield. He was actually picking up Foster's bat. Smith puts down the bunt. He's going to be a hard one to get. You could forget it. No, they got him. No, he beat it out. I was going to say,
wow,
that was a lot closer play than I thought when Smith put it down. I didn't think there was a chance. Ryan was flying down the line. So a bunt single for Ryan Smith, who was 1 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs, and now Coach McCarty doesn't like that call. I thought he was safe, but
I did too.
But yeah, the hailstorm, Ryan, we're certainly excited. The 3rd year, the largest fundraiser we have for GSW athletics, $100 for a ticket, and that ticket gets you all you can eat from the Canterbury Kitchen, all the non-alcoholic and alcoholic beverages you can drink, music by the Answer Band out at Providence Springs Plantation, and that $100 also buys you a numbered golf ball. And if your number, when the helicopter comes at about 7:30, they drop all 2,000 golf balls, and if your golf ball is closest to the pin, you got a chance to win you will win $25,000. The second closest to the pin will win $10,000.
I can speak from experience. What a great event it is. A lot of fun.
It's great. Everybody has a lot of fun. Can't really do that in Americus, and we're certainly excited to bring in a lot of hard work by a lot of people, but it's really a great event and a lot of fun. And we're looking forward to doing it again on Friday, May the 6th, so getting close.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets. GSWCanes.com/hailstorm. The lineup flips after Ryan Smith lays down a great bunt. It's going to be Miles Hartsfield.
Good to see some of these guys laying down bunts.
Yeah,
here.
especially with the speed that Ryan had. It was a great play by the third baseman. I didn't think he had a chance when it came off Smith's bat. Hartsfield takes inside 2 balls, no strikes.
Just the threat of a bunt, a lot of times will bring the infield in. Your batting average goes up a lot when when the corners come in. I mean, I think statistically, and I may be wrong, but I want to say your batting average will jump quite a bit, well over 100 points just by having the infield in. Just the threat of a bunt.
GSW men have cut it to 56-51 with 4 minutes to go. In Greenwood, Smith takes the lead off of first. Hartsfield with a 3-0 count. And Trabacki walks him on 4 pitches. So runners at first and second here in the 3rd inning, and that's going to bring up Reed Ragsdale. Ragsdale tripled in the 1st inning and came around to score the Canes' only run. So a triple to the base of the wall, and the temperature is really going down now as the sun creeps behind.
Reed, another one, a very loose player, kind of like his dad. He's kind of quiet, but you get him going. I know you working around him. Fun kid to be around.
And there's going to be a mound visit. We can't tell if there's anybody in the bullpen.
Not right now. I don't see anybody up in the Shepherd bullpen. So I think this is just a talk to maybe try to get things under control for Shepherd.
Shepherd used 7 pitchers in game 1.
And I'll be honest, Leader. I mean, I had no idea that the rules had changed where the catcher would go out and talk. I didn't know that would count as a visit. I had no idea. I don't know when that was implemented.
GSW men have cut it to 56-55 with 3 minutes to go. So
he must have
Coach
heard us talking
Coons
about him.
and the men going to the whip here in Greenwood. A win today gets them in the conference tournament. So let's see if Aaron can pull it out. And let's see if Reed Ragsdale can keep things going here. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Trebaki pitching. Ragsdale with the big swing and a miss.
Getting a little more difficult, Leader, if you can see the
Yeah.
shadows on the field. I mean, I tell you what, if you've never played baseball and you're having to deal with those shadows, I can promise you as a hitter that's a lot more challenging than it looks, I promise you. Picking that ball up out of the sunshine, it going back into the shadows, you got to pick it up again. That's tough.
So Ragsdale swings and misses at the first one. Trebaki misses on the second one. So 1 ball and 1 strike to the Hurricane left fielder.
Josh does have, or the lights are on here.
The lights are on. Ragsdale swings and misses at 1 in the dirt. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners don't advance. GSW softball with an 8-5 lead in the 7th inning against Newberry. The same 2 teams will play in the same order tomorrow. GSW play Malloy and Newberry again, and the same 2 teams here in baseball tomorrow. Shepherd and GSW will wrap up the 3-game series. Ragsdale pokes one to left field. Routine playing left. Runners can't go anywhere. Smith stays on first, and our second. Hartsfield stays on first. And that's going to bring up Anthony Angelino. So need a 2-out hit here.
Up to the plate is the first baseman, number 27, Anthony Angelino.
Pretty hot battling Angelino from last game. 3 hits.
In game 1, Angelino had 3 hits, Ryan. Correct, 3 for 5. So a big time here for a 2-out hit. Trebaki's pitched well for Shepherd. Smith leads off second. Hartsfield off first. 1-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. GSW wins game 1 20-1.
The sun is starting to
Ball
drop.
1 in the dirt. Sun is dropping. I can tell it's getting colder.
Dropping a little faster. Those shadows
Yep.
kind of.
Yeah, they went quick. Like
Yeah.
also, it looked. Yeah, you're right.
Had about 3 different.
GSW men trail 58-57 with a minute and a half to go in Greenwood. GSW has the ball. The 1-0 pitch. Angelino fouls it back. I never saw it.
Me neither.
Trebaki trying to keep things right where they're at 1-1. Wonder how long of a ride it is to Shepherdstown.
You would know better than me. You spent a lot of time over
Didn't spend a lot of time there. One night. 22 years, 23 years ago. Half a lifetime ago.
there. But your memories are still trapped.
Oh, grounder to short to third. Nice play by the third baseman. And that's going to end the 3rd. So for GSW, no runs, 1 hit, no Shepherd errors, no runners left, or 2 runners left on base. We go to the top of the 4th. The score remains Shepherd 1, GSW 1.
You want that?
So we're back on the campus in Americus, Georgia Southwestern State University. We go to the fourth inning. Daniel Keir will lead things off in the fourth inning against Nick McCullum.
15, Daniel Keir.
Mike, I know you're glued to the basketball.
I got a little bit of live stats going, and we got the baseball going. So GSW men up 59-58 with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go in Greenwood. McCullum blows the fastball by Keir, swinging strike one.
So this will, I see where they just scored, but I mean, if Aaron wins this game, that's big for.
I think we'll be in the post. Yeah, I think we'll make the tournament. Swinging strike two. So McCullum gets ahead quickly, 0-2, and he's working very quickly. He must be cold too.
I see you shaking. I got a jacket here if you need it.
I'm good.
You can see how fast the sun dropped, though. I mean,
It did. Look at the shadows now. They're
Yeah.
beyond the pitcher's mound.
well, advantage now to the hitters can adjust a little bit better.
2 fouls in a row. McCullum's staying around the strike zone. Lander leads 62-59 with 25 seconds to go.
That's an eternity in basketball.
And McCullum gets Keir swinging. So McCullum strikes
Up to the
Keir
plate,
out
number
swinging.
9, Ross Mulhall.
And that's going to bring Mulhall to the plate. The Shepherd first baseman. McCullum's just pumping strike after strike in there.
Mhm.
McCullum misses low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good pitch.
Off-speed pitch in there for strike two. So McCullum not missing his spots. Mulhall skies one in the outfield. Hartsfield calls Ragsdale off. So 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Joey Schwartz. So I like to see him come to the plate with nobody on base.
Up to the plate's number 7, Joey Schwartz.
So
Is this who hit the home run?
this
off
who hit the
Donaldson?
home run? Yeah.
Boy, he hit it a long way.
He hit a long way. Hit it off the street over there in left field, behind left field. McCullum got him swinging in his first at-bat.
Yeah, McCullum hadn't thrown too many pitches. I don't think he's working quick, working well, not allowing too many base runners.
1 ball, 1 strike. GSW trailing 62-61 with 7 seconds to go.
How much time?
7 seconds.
Good pitch.
And there for strike two. So McCullum really on cruise control here in the fourth inning. Much quicker pace game than game one.
I hope it slows down when we come to it.
We need to get a few runs. Schwartz lines one hot play by Skelton.
Good
Long
play.
throw to Angelino. Great play by Tyler Skelton. And that'll end Shepherd's fourth inning. No runs, no hits, no GSW errors, no runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth. The score remains Shepherd 1, GSW 1. You're listening to the Peach Belt Sports Network.
Now to the plate,
Then we head back to campus.
Wozniak.
Trebachia. Is that right? Trebachi? So I apologize for calling him the wrong name. Got a correction from the Shepherd parent, so I appreciate that. So Trebachi. Oh, from the bus driver. Okay, his son graduated last year. So Trebachi misses with ball one. And we're in the bottom of the fourth here. Both pitchers in command. As Wozniak check swing for strike two. Or strike one, I'm sorry, evens the count at 1-1. So Trebachi, Division I transfer from UMBC, had a good first outing against Coker. Pitching very well here in game two of this doubleheader. 1 ball and 2 strikes now as Wozniak looked at strike two. GSW men go down to Landers 64-61. Missed a three-pointer at the buzzer to tie it. Wozniak tried to check his swing, appeal down there, call him out. So Trebachi gets Wozniak swinging to start the bottom of the fourth, and that's going to bring up Tyler Skelton.
Now for the Hurricanes, it's third baseman number 1, Tyler Skelton.
A little bit of different game in game two.
It is. Pitchers controlling. GSW women's softball has blown it open against Newberry. They take an 11-5 lead in the top of the seventh with 2 outs. So looking to improve their record to 5-3. Trebachi inside to Skelton. GSW in game one, 20 runs on 18 hits. Only 1 run so far in game two. Trebachi up the middle. Skelton does not get robbed this time. So Skelton hits one up the middle, and it gets through all the
good for him.
The
gloves between shortstop and the pitcher. Nobody made the stop. So a base hit, a 1-out single for Skelton.
To the plate is number 36, John Austin.
Although hit a little leather, I think.
That's right. I thought it did. I thought I caught somebody. So that's going to bring up John Austin Sutton. Skelton with the Hurricanes' 3rd hit of the game. The left-handed swinging catcher.
I think every left-handed hitter we got crowds the plate. As a pitcher, I hated that. Couldn't stand it.
Well, the strike one to Austin. Skelton thought about it and didn't take off. So Sutton catching today. Wozniak getting the day off from behind, or the evening off from behind the plate. He remains as the designated hitter. Trebachi steps off, takes a look at Skelton.
Sutton can hit the ball out of the ballpark. Hey, he had a few last year, didn't he?
He did. Trebachi misses low and away to Sutton. Evens up the count at 1-1. Working from the stretch. It looked like Skelton was leaning. Skelton dives back to first base. Crowd stayed consistent here through the 2 games.
Yeah. I noticed 2. Let's see. Nope, I was wrong. Skelton. I thought he had 2 of those, whatever they're called, on his hands.
Sliding gloves,
I guess.
Sutton leaves it upstairs, and he works ahead in the count. 2 balls and a strike. Same 2 teams tomorrow, noon start at Hurricane Stadium.
Different voice tomorrow.
Different voice. Keith McLeod will be back. Quick throw down to first on ball 3, but Skelton's back. So 3 balls and a strike. Matthew Mamadas, the on-deck hitter. Skelton came up a little gimpy, but
I don't
he's
think
okay.
How many stolen bases we got on the year? Any?
1.
1? Who had it? I know it's not Skelton.
Ragsdale. We've only tried 3, so I don't think that we're going to be. Or 4. We're one for 4.
Well, I know there's a few guys that can run. We just got to get them on base to be able to run. Ragsdale is certainly one of them. I think he led Andrew College in stolen bases. Maybe that whole league.
Sutton with the big swing and a miss. So the count's full to John Austin Sutton. Tribacci's pitched very well, as has his counterpart Nick McCullum. So more of a pitcher's duel here in game 2.
Mike, as the athletic director, how often do you get to interact with a lot of these guys? I mean, is it a constant basis? I know you enjoyed interacting with these guys, but
we get a chance to see them quite a bit. All of the offices are in one area, so anytime they're going by to see their coach, Sutton scalds one foul down the right field line. So there's always a good chance to see. I don't get out to baseball practice as much as I would basketball, but you get a chance to interact with these guys, get a chance to meet a lot of them on the recruiting visit, and then, of course, follow their careers here and seeing them at the different community events we have and the different sporting events. So it's a good group of guys. There's no question that Josh has brought in high-quality people.
But I know we had a night to shine. I think a lot of were these guys here in town when the night to shine? I know softball was here.
Softball was here. Baseball was playing. They were finishing up their series against Eckerd. But typically baseball does a lot with night to shine. They do a lot with the cowpoke. Baseball, like all the sports, they're really involved in the community aspect.
Yeah.
In the community service.
I know a lot of our student athletes go out to Magnolia Manor, a huge sponsor of our program.
The 3-2 pitch. Sutton skies one up to this. Going to be
too high.
The right fielder and center fielder coming in. Oh, diving catch.
Wow, I don't know if
he saw it. Yeah, I think he did too.
Saw that ball.
Yeah, he's talking to the right fielder now. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So, but 2 outs. Yeah, but 2 outs. So that's going to bring up Matthew Mamadas. Skelton remains on first base. Tribacci trying to get one more out to complete the 4th inning.
Matthew Mamadas.
Mamadas had a big game 1. Tribacci changes speeds and gets the outside corner, strike 1. Tribacci working from the stretch. Mamadas fouls it off.
Tell you what, another good thing that y'all do here that, you look out in the outfield, you see Phoebe, Captain D's, Regional Ice Center, Parker's Heating and Air, the Baldwin Agency, Jacobs. I mean, you see Global Graphics. I mean, you guys do a great job. Zaxby's, you guys do a great job of promoting the program, getting people involved, Mike. I mean, y'all do a great job. Your coaches are doing a great job doing that.
That's a slow roller. Mamadas, good play by the third base. Shepherd's made some good plays this game. So we complete 4. That inning, GSW, no runs, 1 hit. No Shepherd errors, 1 runner left on base. Your score at the end of 4 complete. Shepherd 1, GSW 1. All right, we head back to the campus of GSW underneath the tent here. The temperature dropping. The lights are on.
Starting off the 5th inning for the Rams.
And we're going to the 5th inning.
And Corey Jamison.
So Corey Jamison will lead things off for the 5th. Quick moving game. GSW women's softball with an 11-5 lead against Newberry College at Newberry. So looking to win both games today. A 9-0 win earlier today against Malloy College. Basketball team's not as fortunate. Justin Payne's women's team lose to the 10th-ranked Lander Bearcats, and then Aaron Coombs and the men miss a three-pointer at the buzzer with a chance to tie for their 5th consecutive loss. McCullum working quickly and working well. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jamison. Temperatures dropping, the wind still whipping. McCullum misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Keith Micklig will be back tomorrow on the radio. McCullum misses with the fastball away. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter in the top of the 5th inning. Oh, there's a drive to center field. Oh, straightaway center. I thought it was hit a little bit better than that. Hartsfield takes 2 steps back and makes the play. So 1 out to start the Shepherd half of the 5th inning. That's going to bring up number 21, Sam Daggers. Daggers hit one off the wall back in the 2nd inning. Tripled to account for the 1 Shepherd run. Big swing there. Couldn't catch up with the fastball.
Brian McMichael driving by, checking out his cousin. Reed Ragsdale.
The 0-1 pitch from McCullum. Daggers swings and misses again. No balls and 2 strikes. Nick McCullum. Been a very solid piece of the pitching staff here all 3 years at GSW. Went upstairs with the heat and Daggers laid off. Nick has settled into the starting role, kind of was a reliever, midweek guy, and now he's a weekend starter following Jared Donaldson.
I'm telling you, he works very quick.
Just missed on the outside corner, getting.
Time he gets the ball back, he's.
That's
throwing.
right, he's ready to go. Home plate umpire getting chirped a little bit from the GSW dugout. The 2-2 pitch. McCullum misses 3-2, so he runs another count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Daggers. I think you'll see McCullum's best fastball here.
Breaking ball.
Breaking ball, and swung on and missed. So
not that good a breaking ball.
Not a good one, but Daggers chased it. So 2 up, 2 down so far for McCullum here in the 5th, and that's going to bring up number 26, the catcher, Andrew Edwards.
Now batting number 26, Andrew Edwards.
So Shepherd took 2 out of 3 last weekend in Hartsville, South Carolina against Coker University. And McCullum continues to deal. GSW got to get those bats going again, get some of that 20-run magic we had in Game 1. GSW a 20-1 winner. There's a ball driven right at Ragsdale. Easy play. A 1-2-3 inning for Nick McCullum. For Shepherd, no runs, no hits. There were no GSW errors, no runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Your score remains 1-1. You're listening to the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. Welcome back to the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. We got a pitcher's duel here between Nick McCullum and Nick Tribacci.
Some good requests on with the music leader.
In between innings,
Your
assistant soccer coach Andrew Sendek spinning the tunes as we get ready to start the bottom of the 5th. GSW can use some runs here after a 20-run outburst in game 1. Have 3 hits, but only scratched 1 run across.
Now batting number 15, Hunter Foster.
And leading off the Hurricanes half of the 5th, Hunter Foster. Foster flew out in his last at-bat. Tribacci and McCullum both working extremely quickly. Foster tried to hold back but couldn't. Strike 1. And both pitchers have command of their off-speed stuff. If you think back last game, how many full counts there were and how many hit batters in a much cleaner played game.
Didn't they hit 7?
7. Oh,
wow.
Foster turns on one.
Hey, he's hitting the
right
ball.
at the left fielder.
I tell you what,
hit
he's
it on the
barreling
button.
up on it. A couple of times last game, this game, that's a good sign out of Hunter Foster.
Hunter Foster with 1 out now. It's going to bring up Ryan Smith. Smith laid down a great bunt in his first at-bat.
Up to the plate, your shortstop, number 6, Ryan.
It looked like there was no chance that they were going to get him, and it wound up being a very close play at first, but Ryan was able to beat it out for his second hit of the series.
One of the best plays I've seen made at shortstop by.
Yeah, he made a great play.
Hurricane.
Yeah, in game 1. First pitch swinging here, and he grounds out to the shortstop. So 2 quick outs here in the 5th. And that's going to turn the lineup back over. And we got Miles Hartsfield. GSW softball up 11-5 in the top of the 7th. But Newberry has the bases loaded.
Another left-hander that crowds the plate, leader. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, as a pitcher, I could not stand it. I can't tell you why, but I mean, it looked different.
Hartsfield square to bunt.
You got somebody crowding the plate like that, man. I mean, it does. It changed my focus a little bit as a pitcher, man.
Well, let's see if we can do the same to Tribacci. Hartsfield took upstairs for ball 1, even though he'd squared a bunt. That one's in the dirt, ball 2, so 2 quick balls to Miles Hartsfield. GSW softball 2 outs away from getting a sweep. Sometimes those 2 outs are the hardest. It's 11-5 with the bases loaded.
Would we still be above 500 as a department?
2 balls and a strike to Hartsfield. Tribacci working quickly. Misses downstairs, 3 balls and a strike. Reed Ragsdale on deck. Ragsdale tripled and scored back in the first inning. Scored on an Angelino groundout. And Hartsfield earns a walk. So Ragsdale has a little pop in his bat. Has a couple of triples this year.
Your left fielder, number 9, Reed Ragsdale.
Both these guys can run.
Yeah.
Love to see Ragsdale hit in the gap somewhere
Yeah.
and see how fast these guys can run.
So Tribacci issues the free pass to Hartsfield. In the dirt, ball 1.
I think he led. Did he lead the conference that they were in junior college in stolen bases? Or I know he led. I know he stole a lot of bases for Andrew College. I do know that.
Reed in his second year got the COVID year back at Andrews, so he came in as a sophomore last year. And junior year, he'll graduate in May. I think the catcher, I think Edwards got crossed up there. And whatever Tribacci was throwing, unless Reed got a piece of that. I don't know.
He did. I think he did. I don't think he's going to get crossed up without somebody on second base.
Okay.
Unless he couldn't see the signs because of.
So GSW 1 out away now at Newberry from picking up 2 wins today. Assistant coach Madison Reagan taking the reins as our head coach Nikki Levering continues to battle kidney stones. So hopefully Nikki feels better. 2 more tomorrow for the Lady Canes. They play the same 2 teams in different orders. Tomorrow they'll play Newberry first, then Malloy. Reed leaves that one alone. 2 balls and a strike. So 2 outs, trying to get something started here.
Are they home next weekend, Leader? Everybody's on the road?
Quiet weekend next weekend for Hurricane Athletics for home games.
But we will be hosting the GISA.
That's right. Reed goes down to 1 knee to take a swing at that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Tell you, you guys do a great job. I know just getting them here with the community being involved in that, and I think the community's starting to realize how big an impact that has for us, and we're grateful that you guys are willing to host it. I think a lot of our community thinks that you guys get a lot out of that. And I know
No,
you don't.
we really don't.
Just getting them on campus
That's right.
helps. But we appreciate Georgia Southwestern being willing to do that.
Trabachi looks at Hartsfield over at first. Hartsfield takes off. Ragsdale strikes out, so that's going to end the 5th inning for GSW. No runs, no hits, no Shepherd errors, 1 runner left on base. And we go to the 6th inning. Your score remains Shepherd 1, GSW 1. So we're back at Hurricane Stadium. We go to the 6th inning, a 1-1 game here between Shepherd and GSW.
Place number 14, Austin Ruzika Porter.
Austin Ruzika Porter will lead things off here in the 6th. Both McCullum and Trabachi working extremely quickly.
I'm not sure how
they're
many
both
pitches
very
that
effective.
McCullum's thrown, but I'm guessing somewhere around mid-60s.
Foul ball for strike 1. Congratulations to the GSW softball team, beating Newberry College 11-6 in Game 2 today. So they beat Malloy College 9-0 in Game 1, run ruled them, and then come back and beat the host school, Newberry.
Good off-speed pitch there by McCullum.
Good pitch by McCullum there to get ahead 0-2, but they beat Newberry College, the host, in Game 2, 11-6. And McCullum gets a swinging strike 3. So 1 at bat, 1 out. Ruzika Porter strikes out. And that's going to bring up Cole Dockery. So McCullum working quickly, Trabachi working quickly. Softball improves to 5-3 on the season. They have now won 5 in a row. Started off with 3 straight losses, and now we've ripped off 5 wins in a row. McCullum cruising along here. Softball plays the same 2 teams tomorrow in Newberry. As we said earlier, they just flipped the order. It'll be Newberry College first, followed by Malloy. So GSW with the chance to get to 7-3 in softball tomorrow. And GSW baseball looking to. McCullum misses upstairs, 1-2.
I think we got Dalton Cameron throwing tomorrow.
Dalton Cameron to make his second start this week. He started the midweek game.
Look good against Auburn Montgomery.
Against Auburn Montgomery. There's 1-2 pitch lined into right field by Dockery, so that's their second hit of the day. A no-doubter single into right field. It's going to bring up number 5, Ryan Hadaway.
That breaking pitch just right over the middle of the plate. Got to get a little further outside to get that
especially with
pitch,
2
make
strikes.
it a little more effective. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little mistake there by McCullum. Good piece of hitting there by Shepard.
Dockery. Cullum hadn't made a lot of mistakes. A lot of that would have been a good off. That would have been the pitch you wanted.
That was it. That's where you wanted the last one.
Yeah.
Number 5, Ryan Hadaway.
A little stirring down there in the Hurricane bullpen.
Who's that down there?
Bockel is warming up. Kyle Bockel.
Good pitch.
McCullum gets ahead 0-2 again.
Love to see him roll a pair right here, though. Now 0-2 strikeout. Double play, be fine with me. You're going to throw that breaking pitch. Get it down. Good pitch.
He got it down there. Good job by Sutton blocking it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got a good defense behind you. Let them play. Made some good plays today.
An error-free doubleheader so far for GSW. Slow tapper towards the Shepherd coach. He makes the play this time. Didn't make the play in the first game. Long day of baseball.
Having a lot of fun with you, though, leader.
Yeah.
Ooh, good pitch.
Just low. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Really good 1-2 pitch right there. I don't know how he laid that off. Laid off of that pitch.
McCullum from the stretch. Tipped it. Sutton couldn't hang on to strike 3. Going to be completely dark here in a few minutes. The 2-2 pitch. Cullum leaves it upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We've given life to the Shepherd dugout.
You know, he's had really good command of that fastball. I mean, go back to that pitch that just let your defense play. Another
There's a
breaking
line
ball.
drive into right center field. That's going to have runners on the corners with 1 out. Foster comes up throwing. Dockery to third.
That's okay.
And a nice piece of hitting by Hadaway there. So runners on the corners after back-to-back hits. That's going to bring a visit from Tyler Bender, the GSW pitching coach in his first year. Coming into the game, their leading hitter was Daniel Keir, and he will be the one that McCullum faces here in the 6th inning.
Isn't he the one that hit the home run?
Of a 1-1 game. That was Schwartz hit the home run. So Tyler Bender in his first year came from Cumberland's College at Kentucky.
Tyler's a good guy, man.
Good
He's
guy.
fun to talk to, a lot of energy.
He's done a good job here in a very short period of time.
Very confident in his ability. I think he's helped Josh. I see what's on the board in Josh's office. Looks like we're recruiting well.
Finished his career as a pitcher at Alabama State, advancing to the NCAA Regionals against Florida State down in Tallahassee, and then bounced around his coaching career. Some junior college coaching down in Florida. Became the pitching coach at Cumberland's, a very strong NAI program in Kentucky.
Number 15, Daniel Keir.
And originally from Fort Myers, Florida, and now has made his way to Americus. So Daniel Keir with an opportunity to give Shepherd the lead. They have not had the lead at any point today in the doubleheader.
Double play here.
Nick McCullum has worked himself into a little jam. Let's see if he can work his way out. There's the breaking ball upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. And like I said, some life in the Shepherd dugout.
He's had very good command with his fastball. I wish he would stay with that fastball, work it down, get a ground ball here, and get us out of this inning. Good pitch.
Count evens at 1-1. Kiers watched the first two. Kyle Bockel continues to throw in the bullpen. Graduate transfer from Rollins College, Winter Park, Florida. The 1-1 pitch from Nick McCullum. Fastball right by Kier.
Stay with that pitch.
Ross Bullhall's on deck
Trust
for the Rams.
Get that pitch down. If he hits it, ground ball, let's get out of this inning.
McCullum's had 2 strikes on the last 3 hitters, but 2 of them have come up with base hits. So it's a big spot for Nick McCullum. The 1-2 pitch.
Ooh,
Almost got away.
Caught a break.
Caught a big break there, although Hadaway made it to second. The third base runner couldn't score.
It's almost like he couldn't pick up on where that ball was going. I don't know if the ball was moving or what, but I mean he just missed catching it. It's a fastball.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Took the double play out of the equation. The infield moves in. And Kier swings and misses. Big strikeout for Nick McCullum.
Good job on Nick.
Big pitch. So we got 2 outs now.
Number 9, Ross Mulhall.
Yeah, his fastball looks really, really good. I mean, he's leaving that breaking pitch up a little bit. He don't have great command of that breaking ball. Right now with runners in scoring position, I think he needs to stay with that fastball a little bit later.
McCullum goes from the windup. Oh, he balked. And he balks in a run. He sure did. He looked like he was going to go from the windup, and I don't know what happened. He started
moved his
and
hands.
stopped.
He moved his hands before he stepped off the rubber.
He started, then he stopped. So
he stepped off with the right foot, but his motion started up top way before he stepped off the rubber.
So Shepard takes the lead on a balk, 2-1. So we're in the 6th, and for the first time today, Shepard has the lead. Cullum gets the curveball in there.
He's got to get that breaking ball down, leader. I'm going to tell you now. They're going to drill that pitch right there.
The 1-1 pitch. Didn't mean to swing. Slow roller to Mamadas. And that'll end the inning. But for Shepard, 1 run on 2 hits. There were no GSW errors. 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Your score, Shepard 2, GSW 1.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Coming up for the Canes, number 27, Anthony Angelino.
Anthony Angelino steps in for Georgia Southwestern, the only Southwestern batter with an RBI today. the Hurricanes do have 3 hits as Angelino steps in. The wind, the pitch, hit him. So Angelino reaches base on the hits batsman. We'll take that as a Hurricane. So a good start for the Hurricanes here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Sherbachi hits a batter for the first time. They hit 7 in game 1. That's going to bring up Wozniak. So GSW trails for the first time today in the bottom of the 6th. Angelino on board via the hit batsman. Sherbachi's pitched well.
They do have some action in their bullpen, leader, so we do too. I think that McCullum's done.
Upstairs for ball 1. Sherbachi went 6 innings at Coker. He's working in his 6th inning today.
If you're a baseball fan, it's a much better game to watch than the last game, the first game that Southwestern won 20-1. Of course, if you're a Hurricane fan, we'd love to see this game go the same way, but we still have a little work to do, leader.
Wozniak ahead 2-0. Sherbachi hit the first batter. Ooh, missed inside. 3 balls and no strikes.
That was close.
That was close. So Sherbachi hits the first batter and issues a 4-pitch walk to the second batter. So first and second, nobody out.
Got to be a sacrifice bunt coming up here for Skelton, leader.
See if Skelton can get it down. GSW trails 2-1 in the 6th.
So hopefully Skelton can get this bunt down, get the runners in scoring position for Sutton to come up and.
I think we're going to have a pitching change first.
Which, I mean, this is always interesting to me. I mean, you know you got a bunt situation. You got a guy in the bullpen. I mean, I know this guy just walked. He's let 2 guys get on base for free, basically. So it'll be interesting. I imagine he's going to let him pitch to Skelton to let Skelton get the bunt down and then maybe make a pitching change.
Well, he hasn't made a move to the bullpen yet.
But now he has hit a batter and walked. So he's allowed 2 hitters to get on very easily, and then we're going to pitch to Skelton, which should be a bunt situation. I would imagine Josh is going to have a bunt on to allow Sutton to come on, and I don't know if we got a left-hander in the bullpen. We got a righty up down there in the bullpen for Shepard. So
they say college is the best time of your life, but what about what comes next? At Georgia Southwestern State University, you're not just here for the clubs, or the campus, or the dining hall. You're here for small class sizes, affordable programs, and real-world experience. When you come to GSW, you're not just here for college. You're here for your tomorrow. Georgia Southwestern State University. Take tomorrow by storm. Start your journey at gsw.edu.
McCullum balked in a run back in the 6th. But Sherbachi comes out, hits a batter, and then a 4-pitch walk.
Skelton has not squared around yet.
So Sherbachi from the stretch. Skelton squares the bunt. Great bunt. Oh, that's a perfect bunt.
Yes, it is.
Good job by Tyler Skelton.
Good job, Skelton.
Advances the runners to second and third. A little backspin on the bunt.
A little English.
Great job by Tyler Skelton.
See if now they may make a pitching change. I don't know. It looks like the bullpen's ready, but nobody's coming out.
It'll be John Austin Sutton batting with an opportunity to tie or give GSW the lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
You got to like your chances with Sutton up and Mamadas behind him. 2 solid hitters for Georgia Southwestern. Been here a long time, especially Mamadas. Pretty consistent hitters here for the Canes. So I like our chances here, leader.
So Trabachi's first pitch outside to Sutton.
You got a free base, so Trabachi's obviously going to get the pitch to Sutton, see how this goes, and then if it don't fare well, I'm sure they're going to go to the bullpen.
The 1-0 pitch. Sutton went around. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sutton just should be trying to drive the ball to the outfield to get this run in to tie the game up. Sac fly would be very, very nice here. Base hit would be better.
So Trabachi deals. Sutton swings and misses. Ball gets away from Edwards, but not far enough to advance Angelino. So Sutton in the hole, 1-2 here. 2-1 Shepherd. GSW wins game 1, 20-1. 18 hits and a dominant pitching performance from Gerald Donaldson and Jacob McClure give us game 1. Shepherd has responded in game 2 behind Trabachi. He's got Sutton 1-2.
Yes,
Sutton
sir.
lines it into right
That's a base
field.
hit.
That's a gapper. Sutton's still running. He may get to third. Sutton stops at second. Both runners score. And GSW takes the lead back in the bottom half, 3-2. A 1-out double to the right center field alley that rolls to the fence for John Austin Sutton. Just his second hit of the season, but at the right time.
You know, Mike, that's just the way you got to get it done. I mean, we get runners on base, we get them over, we get a great timely hitting by Sutton right there to empty the bases, let him stay at second base. What a good piece of hitting. What a good job of Josh McDonald to call the play, to get the bunt down. Skelton, great job. Good execution by the Hurricanes right here.
So Trabachi now facing the second baseman, Mamadas. And there for strike 1.
Leader, I got to do something I've never done before. My daughter and her boyfriend are tuning in, watching us play. So Tate and Wilder are watching the game, so I got to give them a little shout out.
Give them a shout out. Trabachi checks Sutton at second and deals to Mamadas. And Mamadas fouls it over the tent, so we're
what they should
0-2.
What they should do is text everybody they know to tell them to tune
listen.
in. They got a good game going
That's
here.
right.
3-2 Hurricanes. Text your boys Wilder, tell them to watch. Tate, text your friends, tell them to tune in. We need a bunch of listeners.
So Trabachi ahead 0-2 to Mamadas. Sutton leads off second. Trabachi checks again. And gets Mamadas to pop straight up.
Tough
I believe
play.
it's going to be the center fielder. And he dropped it. The center fielder drops it. And then Mamadas is going to wind up on second. And Sutton on third.
I got to pick on us a little bit, Leader.
Bad lights.
The lights so bad.
We do not have great lighting here at Georgia Southwestern. I'll be the first to admit that, and I think that the center fielder.
He was running in so fast.
Yeah.
He had to lose the ball, and I mean, he overran that ball and he missed it. So,
But we're going to have a pitching change now. So we will take a break, come back on the Surge Sports Network, or the Peach Belt Sports Network. We're in the 6th inning, GSW 3, Shepherd 2. We'll be back after the pitching change. All right, back on the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University. Pitching change for Shepherd. Now in the game, Ryan Bywaters. Number 17. Made one appearance last weekend in Hartsville, South Carolina, pitching an inning and 2/3, striking out 3 Coker Cobras. Bywaters, 6'3", 185-pound, another grad transfer. Spent time at Radford University in the Big South.
Stepping up for the
Leader, we got
Hurricanes is number 15.
a good Hurricane supporter and a little help, a guy who helps out with basketball, Bob Schuster, listening in.
Do it, Bob.
We're glad to have Bob listening in.
So Bywaters comes in, runners on second and third. GSW answered Shepherd's run in the top of the first, or top of the sixth with 2 here via a double by John Austin Sutton. So Foster locking horns with Bywaters.
Infield's in for Shepherd.
Only one out. In there for a strike. So Foster behind 0-1. Ryan Smith on deck. GSW 20-1 winners in game 1. And they have taken a lead 3-2 here in the 6th.
You know, Schuster's one of the lucky ones to sit on, 16 out there at the Waste Management Tournament?
Yes.
Now, I don't think Bob threw any beer out there on the course, but he would have. I'm sure he was drinking some.
Bywaters to Foster. Fastball misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mamadas on second. Sutton on third.
Big at bat. He's been hitting the ball hard, just needs to get it somewhere where they're not.
Bywaters from the stretch. And Foster fists one. That's going to be one that's going to be down.
Oh.
No, it's not. A diving play out in center. They tag, and they're safe.
Oh, wow.
Wow, great.
Bang, bang play there, leader.
Coach McDonald doesn't look very happy. I guess it worked out, but I don't know that Sutton. A great play in center. Let's start from the beginning. A great play in center field. I think Sutton scrambled back to third to tag.
Ryan Smith.
Barely beat the throw to the home plate, but hey,
And then,
nevertheless,
and then
he did
made
get
it.
in
That's
there
right.
barely.
He got in there. So they don't ask you how, they ask you how many. And we got another one. So it's 4-2. GSW sacrifice fly from Hunter Foster. And now the score is 4-2.
But you know, leader, it's good that we got a lot of these people that have been on campus that know things are going on. If they're not out here, they tuning in. So
Yeah.
we do appreciate those folks tuning
Absolutely.
in, watching GSW Athletics. So, Bob, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully a lot of other folks in Americus are tuning in if you're not out here today.
So Bywaters facing Ryan Smith, the shortstop. No balls and a strike.
Midge must be out of town or something.
GSW looking to sweep the doubleheader. Smith looks at strike 2.
You know, with Tate's boyfriend, Wilder Etheridge, who plays at Lee County, I mean, we got young guys listening in. Hopefully he plays at Lee County. Good program down there in Lee County. Josh does a great job getting those guys here on campus, doing little camps, doing some
Smith
gosh.
chased one upstairs. Strikes out to end the 6th, but GSW picks up 3 runs on 1 hit. No Shepherd errors, a couple runners left on base. We go to the 7th inning. Your score, GSW 4, Shepherd 2. Back at Hurricane Stadium, GSW with 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th to retake the lead over Shepherd 4-2. And Nick McCullum gave him 6 great innings.
Number 8, Kyle Bockel.
And GSW's Josh McDonald goes to the bullpen and calls on graduate transfer Kyle Bockel.
Number 7, Joey Schwartz.
Transfer from Rollins College down in Winter Park, Florida. Bockel, a hard-throwing right-hander. A little bit low, ball 1. So Shepherd took the lead in the top of the 6th on a balk by Nick McCullum and immediately gave it right back with GSW getting 3 runs in their half.
Great inning.
To take the 4-2 lead. Bockel making his 3rd appearance on the year.
Good pitch. You know, Leader, what I was saying, your coaches do a good job. Josh does a good job of doing showcases with high school programs around here. I was talking about my daughter and her boyfriend, but he plays at Lee County. That doesn't matter. But, I mean, just what they do, trying to get these high school kids here on campus, getting them seen. You talk about what we do as far as in regionalizing this area. I mean, we get a lot of kids on campus, being able to get them exposure. Here at Georgia Southwestern, Josh does a great job. So
Bockel evens the count at 2-2. Working from the stretch, even with nobody on base.
Too bad McCullum wasn't doing that.
He wouldn't have balked, yeah. The 2-2 pitch, a little bit outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes, so Bockel runs the count full. Guys kind of stirring in the bullpen, nobody throwing, but a lot of movement down there at GSW's bullpen. Can't see down the line in Shepherd.
It's empty.
The 3-2 pitch. Ooh, fastball right behind him, and that was Bockel brought at that time, a swinging strikeout. So a good start to the 7th inning for GSW. Bockel gets the strikeout.
Now batting number 10, Corey Jameson.
And that's going to bring up Jameson. Bockel's first chance to face a lefty. Much more competitive game here in Game 2. GSW with a runaway in Game 1, 20-1. And we're in a fight here, up 4-2 in the 7th. Bockel's fastball right down the middle, strike 1.
Proud of the way the Canes have played defense both games, Mike. I mean, no errors.
Clean
in the first
game, no errors.
So far, I hope I don't jinx them by saying that, but, I mean, no errors in both ball games.
And not only no errors, but a couple of really nice plays. Foster in right field, Smith, Mamadas made a really nice play. So a clean game, but also some web gems out there as well. Bockel from the stretch again. Fastball right down the middle, 0-2. Kyle Bockel wasting no time getting ahead here in the 7th inning.
And again, I really do appreciate the way these pitchers get the ball, go to work, get back to what they're doing. And I'm telling you, it makes a whole lot of difference. That may emphasize how much, I mean, no errors on the board. These guys working hard.
Another swinging strikeout. So a 3-pitch strikeout there for Bockel. So 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts.
I promise you these guys playing behind them really do appreciate them working very quick. It makes a difference as a defensive player. If you've ever played the game, you understand it. And the quicker they work, the better it is if you're playing behind these pitchers this way.
Shepherd brings up Sam Daggers. Daggers tripled back in the 2nd, getting Shepherd's first run of the game. Big swing and a miss, and Bockel's just throwing the fastball right there, seeing if they can hit it.
I tell you, one of the most boring games I ever played was a guy who played with us who ended up playing at Florida State, Scott Hudson. He struck out 22 guys, and it was the most boring game I ever played. I played third base in high school behind him. That was the worst game. I mean, it was terrible, but a great game for Scott to strike out 22 guys. The reason he did is because the catcher missed one, allowed somebody to get on first base. He made the USA Today. Scott played on a great team at FSU with Kevin Cash and probably one of the better teams that Mike Martin ever coached at FSU. But
the 1-1 pitch from Bockel. Daggers fouls it back to the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Bockel 1 pitch away here from doing what a good pitcher does, a big inning in the bottom half and just keeping them quiet in the top half. Bockel again from the stretch. Daggers digs in. Bockel gets the call or the sign from Sutton. The 1-2 pitch. Off speed a little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kyle Bockel's first year. I really do like the uniforms that Coach McDonald put together. The gold looks very nice.
I don't think he picked the shoes, but we didn't have a choice.
You get what you get sometimes with the supply chain. Bockel strikes out the side. So Kyle Bockel comes in and strikes out all 3 Shepherd Rams. And we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Your score remains GSW 4, Shepherd 2.
Take the stress out of feeding your family at Roman Oven Pizzeria in Americus. Your pizza is made to order with the finest ingredients. Roman Oven is more than just pizza. It's burgers, subs, hot wings, salads, and so much more. Check out our full menu at RomanOven.com. We now have a new expanded dining area and party room. We can accommodate your school, civic group, even birthday parties and special events. After the game, come celebrate with us. Roman Oven Pizzeria, intersection of Highway 27 and 280 next to Fred's. Catering and delivery available. Roman Oven Pizzeria online at RomanOven.com or call 928-5050. And for special deals and giveaways, like us on Facebook.
All right, back at Hurricane Stadium, we go to the bottom of the 7th. GSW turns the lineup over. It's going to be center fielder Miles Hartsfield leading things off against Bywaters here. GSW with 3 in the bottom of the 6th to take a 4-2 lead. Then Kyle Bockel comes in and strikes out the side in the top half of the 7th, keeping the activity quiet in the bullpen. Bywaters works from the windup. And Hartsfield first pitch swinging. Looks like he picked it up in the lights there. Left fielder makes the play, 1 out.
The wind is
dead.
Not a factor
nope.
at all. If you look at the
That's right. It's
center field flag down there, the American flag is limp as it's been all day.
That's right. Left fielder Reed Ragsdale to the dish. Reed got things started back in the first inning. He tripled off the right field wall and scored on an Anthony Angelino ground out.
Good idea by Reed.
Reed acted like he was going to bunt.
Well, I like to see a little bit of that later. I mean, we hadn't.
Get him thinking.
We didn't do a lot of that early on. And I think it's time. I mean, you just got to get these guys like you said, get them thinking. Hey,
Inside, 2 balls and no strikes.
If you're a young guy watching this game, you don't have to wait till your coach gives you a bunt sign. If you see something going on, try to lay a bunt down. This is a tough game. I mean, it's a game of disappointment.
Bywaters comes in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Reed Ragsdale, I'm sure his family's still here as the crowd thins out a little bit. Cold weather, long day.
I'm sure they got some down there to warm them up.
2 strikes to Ragsdale. Anthony Angelino on deck. Bywaters misses upstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
But, leader, like I said, it's game of failure. I mean, look, if you got 2 hits out of 10, you lay a bunt down. you're 3 for 10, you're a 300 hitter versus 200 hitter. I mean, it's just good to start looking at laying a bunt down every now and then. Your coach don't have to tell you to do it.
And Reed got a bunt single at Auburn Montgomery the other night, and he walks with the bases loaded. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Anthony Angelino.
Stepping up to the plate is number 27, Anthony Angelino.
Pitch black now at Hurricane Stadium. Hard for us to pick up the ball, so I can only imagine what the players are going through. No balls and one strike. A swinging Anthony Angelino.
Good thing we got a president that understands, leader, and
That's
an
right.
athletic director who's pushing the emphasis on we need
Lights.
some new lights.
So Bywaters. Same pitch, same result. Angelino with the swinging strike.
All we need is a big donation by Bob Schuster.
Much quicker paced game. We haven't even been at it 2 hours yet, and we're about through the 7th inning. The first game took a little bit under 4 hours. The 0-2 pitch. Angelino pops it up. I don't know if there's going to be enough room. And they make the play. So 1 out, Angelino with the foul ball. I believe the first baseman caught it. I couldn't see. But that's going to bring up Wozniak.
Stepping in as number 35, Greg Wozniak.
Greg DHing today, DHing in game 2. He caught in game 1. So 2 outs now for the Hurricanes. In the bottom of the 7th, Hartsfield flew out to left. Ragsdale walked, and then a foul out by Angelino got us to this point. Ragsdale takes off.
Think he's got it.
Good throw.
Nope, got him.
And they got him.
Wow.
So Ragsdale out at second base to end the inning. A great throw by Edwards. GSW, no runs, no hits. No Shepherd errors. There were nobody left on base. Your score after 7, GSW 4, Shepherd 2.
Zaxby's chicken and delicious go hand in hand, as in hand-breaded, hand-seasoned, and handmade to order. There's only one place you can get chicken like that, Zaxby's.
I know belts and hoses, not X and O's. I do O2 sensors, but not defenses. Yeah, I make a right call to keep your car in the game. Don't even need a playbook, it's all in my brain. Fuel injectors, alternators, radiators too. It's who I am, it's what I do. Never know how. Never know how.
2 teams tomorrow at noon. So enough time to go home, get something to eat, shower, and then they'll get a little bit of rest, and we'll be right back at it tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Angelino.
Now batting is number 26, Andrew Edwards.
A little late to the party. I think he was getting a little glove fix. GSW looking to win 2 games in a row, go back-to-back here. The Shepherd dugout trying to inspire their guys on. Bachl was dominant in his first inning and picked up right where he left off. Swinging strike there. Then Bachel's ahead 0-1. Throwing hard and throwing strikes. That's a good combination for the right-handed reliever. Another fastball right by him, and if you're Kyle Bachl, there's no reason to fool with anything else. Here it comes, see if he can catch it, and so far Shepard has not been able to. Bachl checks, fires, fastball. Just fouled. So 3 batters and 3 strikeouts for Kyle Bachl.
Tell you what, Mike,
in the 7th.
If you're a GSW fan, you can't be more pleased with the pitching that we've seen today from the Hurricanes.
Yep. All 4 guys have been very good, very much in command. The 0-2 pitch. Bachl changed speeds that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shepard trying to get into it. Their dugout's been very energetic. I have a feeling we'll see a fastball here, Ryan.
I hope so.
The 1-2 pitch. Yes, sir. Kyle Bachl strikes out his 4th consecutive batter. The Shepard guys talking to each other as they cross paths, but I think if he can't catch up to it, it doesn't matter. Holmes the batter now for Shepard. Still looking to put a ball in play on Kyle Bachl. There's a drive to center. Hartsfield on his horse. Makes the play in center. A couple of steps from the wall. So 2 outs now for Kyle Bachl. He gave it a ride.
I tell you what.
A little bit earlier with that wind blowing, would have been in trouble.
That would have been in trouble. The wind was blowing. That would have been a much tougher play. I think it's a tough play anyway, just for him to be able to pick up the ball out there in center field.
And you said earlier, Hartsfield, a great athlete, went from third base to third base to center field. So 2 outs now in the 8th. Bachl upstairs and in for ball 1. No action in the Hurricane bullpen. And why would there be with the way Bachl's pitched? A couple of folks out there in left center field. Got a dog out there. Fastball. Bachl's locked in with the fastball. Looking forward to having Keith Micklig back tomorrow.
I'm sure you are, Lee.
Yes, this has been a long day.
You and I will be up there talking about other things.
That's right.
Being on the radio.
The 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2.
I'll be back tomorrow, but just being a spectator, not trying to help you out any on the radio.
Hope it's a little bit warmer tomorrow and no wind.
Tell Bob to put his golf clubs up and come out here and watch the Hurricanes play live instead of watching them on TV.
The 1-2 pitch from Kyle Bachl. Fastball fouled back. Hurricanes looking to get the sweep today and get to 3-6 on the season. GSW softball swept today. They got a chance to pick up 2 more tomorrow. Same 2 teams, Newberry College and Malloy. Foul ball. Hit the bottom of the bat. Looked like it might have hit his arm.
Tough. I wasn't sure if it hit his hands or not.
I think if that would have hit his hands, we would have known that. He would have been in agony as hard as Bachl's thrown.
He is throwing the ball hard.
So Kyle Bachl with the 1-2 count, looking to put Shepard down to the 8th inning. Breaking ball just a bit upstairs. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think we'll see fastball here, Ryan. And let's hope that they swing and miss again.
Last time.
He's had 4 swing and miss strikeouts.
We are doing with our breaking pitches, leaving the ball up way too much.
The 2-2 pitch.
Another breaking
ball.
Up
missed again. Up, way up. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I'm not sure. I mean, we got a lot of command of our fastballs, just not getting that breaking ball to work for us too much today. That ball should be at his knees, if not in the dirt.
Movement in the Hurricane bullpen as Backel with the 3-2 pitch. Fastball froze him. So Kyle Backel strikes out 5 out of the 6
that was coming.
Shepherd College batters. For Shepherd, no runs, no hits, no runners left on base. There were no GSW errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. GSW leads 4-2. We'll be back on the Peach Belt Sports Network. Designated hitter will be batting.
Love to see a few insurance runs here.
That's right. We can use a few insurance runs. GSW bullpen loosening, although Kyle Backel with his 5 strikeouts and 6 at-bats will be a good option. Wozniak takes strike 1. Looked like it was a little upstairs, but still called a strike.
That's a little up. Did not look like a strike to me.
Bywaters, graduate transfer, spent time Radford University in the Big South, upstairs 1-1.
Be careful how quick you call that.
That's true. Umpires have done a good job today. Long day for them too. This is a long day. We started at 1 o'clock and we're pushing on hour 7. The 1-1 pitch. Wozniak pops it straight back.
1-2.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Wozniak homered in game 1. Opposite field shot into the wind, or with the wind, not into the wind.
With a great at bat.
With a great at bat.
Really,
yeah.
I mean, he fought, and finally got the pitch he wanted and hit the ball out of the ballpark.
The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back to the tennis courts, so
Probably
we'll do it again.
Probably like Bob Schuster used to do.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Wozniak spent junior college days at South Georgia College in Douglas before matriculating to GSW. Battled a labrum issue in the end of last year and into the fall. Healthy now. Big swing and a miss. Bywaters has come in and pitched well. So this has been a very well-pitched game on both sides. Only 7 hits between the 2 teams total. Far cry from game 1 when GSW pounded out 18 hits.
Fun game to watch, especially when we've taken the lead, but it's a very fun game to watch.
Game 1, the Shepherd pitchers issued 11 walks, 7 hit batters, and 18 hits. In game 2, much cleaner pitching performance. Trabaci and Bywaters have pitched well. Skelton takes off speed for a strike. John Austin Sutton, who gave us the go-ahead double back in the 6th inning is on deck.
My wife has done snuck back in the ballpark. I thought she was cooking.
There she is. I see her over there. Skelton takes upstairs for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. GSW looking to pick up back-to-back wins for the first time this year. Shepherd looking to avoid losing.
Much different team we watched here tonight, leader.
Yes. High fly ball to right. Center fielder makes the catch this time.
Tell you what, you better run everything out here, hit no air and at nighttime here at GSW.
Skelton's retired, so 2 quiet at-bats for Bywaters here, and he's trying to get back to the dugout and give his guys one more chance. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th here. John Austin Sutton. Doubled in. Big swing and a miss for Sutton.
Hadn't had many. I mean, this will be the first real closing opportunity Georgia Southwestern's had all year.
That's right.
So it'd be
The other
interesting
game
to
was
see how we react to that.
bullpen warming up. Not sure who's down there. Peyton, who's down there? Mike Mondui is loosen up.
So really the first
save opportunity inside. 1-1. Sutton scored from third on a sacrifice fly from Hunter Foster to give us our 4th run. But his double
is Mondui. Is he the one from down and around Miami?
He is from Cumberland's. Bywaters misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Mamadas on deck. Not sure if Backel goes back out. Don't see why he wouldn't. He struck out 5 of the 6 batters he's faced. But Mondui warming up, so we'll see.
He's not working very fast either, so that may say that
that's true.
He may not be going out there, so just starting to loosen up a little bit.
Just in case. 2 balls and 2 strikes to John Austin Sutton. Up and in, so the count runs full.
I think thus far Josh is figuring out, hey, look, let's stick with what works. So what's working right now is
Kyle Backel's fastball is working.
That's right.
So Sutton runs the count full. Second baseman Matthew Mamadas on deck. Same 2 teams tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Different voice.
That's right. Bywaters freezes Sutton.
Wow, that was a good pitch.
Good pitch on the inside corner. So for GSW, no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 9th. Your score, GSW 4, Shepherd 2.
They say college is the best time of your life. But what about what comes next? At Georgia Southwestern State University, you're not just here for the clubs, or the campus, or the dining hall. You're here for small class sizes, affordable programs, and real-world experience. When you come to GSW, you're not just here for college. You're here for your tomorrow. Georgia Southwestern State University. Take tomorrow by storm. Start your journey at gsw.edu.
We go to the 9th inning here at Hurricane Stadium. Kyle Backel trying to finish it out here. 2 clean innings so far. 6 batters faced, 5 strikeouts. So GSW looking to wrap it up.
Top of the ninth, number 5, Ryan Hadaway.
And leader, based on the last couple of innings, I hope he sticks with that fastball. He's
Let's
working
do
that
it.
fastball very well, keeping the ball down in the zone.
Mike Madui, just in case in the bullpen. There you go, Ryan.
There you go.
Fastball fouled away. So Kyle Baca looking to close the door here in game 2. Jacob McClure, 3 innings out of the bullpen in game 1.
You got a 2-run head start in the 9th inning. Go at him with your best. Your best right now is your fastball.
The 0-1 pitch. Backel spikes it up there. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Nick McCullum, 6 quality innings. Looking to get the win. And Backel looking to get his first save as a Hurricane. The 1-1 pitch. Right down the middle, strike 2. So Backel ahead, 1-2.
I know some of us as Hurricane fans has been spoiled with Tucker Smith going out there getting us 9 innings leader. But I tell you what, when you can win a game with 2 pitchers,
that helps.
If we have to go to bullpen, I'm okay. But I mean, if you win with 2 pitchers, last 2 games, I mean that means a lot.
Breaking ball misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So if the tendencies stay the same, it's going to be a fastball from Backel. And he's going to see if Shepard can catch up. The 2-2 pitch. Foul straight back.
Come back at him.
These guys haven't been it. One guy's barreled up Backel. The fly ball to center field. Other than that, they've been.
Hey, give him your best right here. Your
They've
best
been
right
late.
now is your fastball. Give him your best. About knee high. Make him hit it.
The 2-2 pitch.
Good pitch. That's okay.
A little low, so the count's full. Kyle Backel.
Come inside, a little further inside. Set up inside. Fastball. Set him down.
From the stretch, Backel misses. So a leadoff walk to start the 9th. Backel had him 1-2.
These guys are
This
so
is
big.
Keel.
Too. I mean, it's what weird.
Kier.
Bat number 15, Daniel Keel.
The number 3 hitter for their lineup. So a good hitter in Kier.
All right, Backel's.
I don't think anything crazy here, but let's fastball still. I know he's a good hitter. Keep it down, get you a ground ball.
Breaking ball misses, ball 1. So the tying run at the plate for Shepard.
All right, well, the clock's on him now, leader. He's got a clock on him. I would suspect this would be his last hitter if he reaches base.
From the stretch, Backel misses inside. So Mondry.
Tell you what, the last 3 outs.
Mondui continues to.
The last 3 outs of a game, sometimes, leader, are the hardest 3 outs to get.
As it looks here, upstairs for Backel. So now Kyle Backel in a little bit of a jam in the 9th inning here. 3-0. No chance Kier is swinging. And Backel fires a strike in there.
2 more.
3 balls and 1 strike. Need 2 more like that.
If you stayed with us, it's a lot of excitement right here. Good
Big
pitch.
swing and a miss. So Backel's got him full.
I mean, if you're Shepard, this is exactly what you want to happen. Leadoff walk, one of your best hitters up on the whole team.
Oh, Backel freezes him. Big strikeout. Strikeout number 6 out of the bullpen for Kyle Backel.
Again, leader, I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but that fastball's working.
Step in is number 9, Ross Mulhall.
Mulhall, the first baseman, now to the dish.
trust your defense, work hard, keep the ball down and low, stay with that fastball. It's working.
Bockel's refound it here. Swinging strike from Mulhall, so battling back from 3-0 down to throw 3 straight strikes. And now he gets ahead of Mulhall 0-1 on a swinging strike. Bockel checks the runner.
Not
Goes
a bad
to the
pitch.
off-speed pitch, 1-1.
Not a bad pitch. I mean, you can't throw it every time. But if you do throw that breaking ball, throw it off the plate, down in the dirt. Maybe they'll chase it. I think they are sitting fastball, but I just don't see them catching up to it.
They haven't caught up to it yet. Swinging strike from Mulhall. He asked the umpire if it was a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Maybe a good time to, if you're going to throw the breaking ball, throw it down and away. See what they do.
Bockel checks the runner. The 1-2 pitch.
Fastball.
Fastball that Mulhall fouls back to the net. So we'll do it again. GSW leading 4-2 here in the 9th. 2 outs away from a sweep. Bockel from the stretch.
Got to be a fastball.
Oh, big swing and a miss, and Kyle Bockel gets strikeout number 7.
Good pitch.
In on the hands, no chance for Mulhall.
Having a tough time keep.
Now it's
catching up to
Joey
that
Schwartz, the batter. Schwartz
fastball. He's the one that took him deep, right?
took Donaldson deep in game 1.
Got to be careful. Don't serve one up here. You got to work hard on this guy.
So
One of the better hitters for Shepherd.
1 out away. Bockel checks the runner. Off speed high.
And let me tell you something. You leave a breaking ball up there hanging like that, this guy hit it out of the ballpark and tied this ball game up.
1 ball and no strikes. Joey Schwartz.
Good pitch.
High heat Schwartz, no chance to catch up there. Bockel 2 strikes away from giving GSW a sweep over the Shepherd Rams.
For today.
For today in the doubleheader. Same 2 teams tomorrow. We'll go for the sweep of the series tomorrow if Bockel can retire Schwartz. Checks the runner.
First look over there, leader. I mean, that's. I don't know if they couldn't get together. I don't know. There's no way.
No way he's stealing.
Running over
No.
there.
So Bockel digs in. I liked watching him pitch in the exhibition game against Andrew College. Transfer from Rollins College. Off speed in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike.
12. Noon pitch tomorrow. First pitch, noon tomorrow. I think the weather's supposed to be good.
The wind will be up a little bit. Hopefully the temperatures will be up. The 2-1 pitch. Bockel and Schwartz locked in a battle here. Fastball, Schwartz can't catch it. And the count's even at 2-2. So we're 1 strike away from 2 wins in a row. Kyle Bockel,
I'd like to see the same pitch, but
7 strikeouts.
a little bit down in the zone. Don't leave that pitch up. Don't let this guy get your timing down. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark. Get the ball down around his knees. Looks like they may be going off speed here.
Schwartz 1 at a time. All right, Bockel toes the rubber. And he'll work from the stretch to Schwartz. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball
pitch.
right down the plate. Good night. Kyle Bockel with his 8th strikeout of the evening. And GSW sweeps the doubleheader with a 4-2 win in the nightcap. Your final score from Hurricane Stadium. Georgia Southwestern, 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Shepherd College, 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. So GSW, again with the win. Nick McCullum is your winner, his 2nd win of the season. Kyle Bockel gets his first save, striking out 8 of the 9 outs that he recorded were via the strikeout. Great job out of the pen by Kyle Bockel. Same two teams tomorrow, 12 o'clock from Hurricane Stadium. We will have